Are you looking for a new way to watch movies and TV shows for free? Do you like international news and Spanish language shows? Then DistroTV might be a streaming solution for you, if you can deal with its limited interface and lots of ads.
In this DistroTV review, we cover what's on the free ad-supported TV app, including how it compares to other free streaming services like Pluto and Tubi.
We'll also cover supported devices, audio quality, video quality, and what the ad breaks are like on the free streaming app. Alright, let's get into it with some of the basics. What is DistroTV and how or where can you find it? The app says it's the largest independent, free, ad-supported streaming TV service on the market. It was launched in 2019 by DistroScale and offers a diverse collection of international news content as well as TV shows, movies, and some sports. Specifically, it has mostly curated sports content, which we'll get to in a minute.
There is no cost to use DistroTV, which makes it a great way to watch movies and TV shows for free. Granted, the content is going to have ads and is going to be a little more obscure, at least for American audiences, than what you'll get on Pluto or Tubi. But it does offer things that you aren't really going to get free elsewhere.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about what's on DistroTV. At time of filming, the platform has more than 270 channels, plus on-demand content and some Spanish language originals. However, many of these channels are curated streams of rather random niche content, and more than 100 of them are Spanish language channels and music channels. So don't let the number deceive you into thinking you're getting 270 channels of content you'd find on popular services like YouTube TV or Hulu Live. You don't need an account to watch TV shows for free on the app. Just download the app from Roku or Fire TV and launch it, or you can go to distrotv.com on an internet browser and start watching. You can also watch on your phone or on a smart TV. DistroTV is supported by iOS and Android systems, as well as Samsung, Sony, and LG smart TVs, and it's also on Google TV and Apple TV.
Yeah, it's really available pretty much anywhere, and it has a good variety of content. You can find documentaries, international news, entertainment, and lifestyle content, and some sports on DistroTV.
Let's talk about the sports content a little more, since that's important to many streamers. Most of what you'll find here is curated content, and the easiest way to find it is by typing sports into the search field. You'll see rows of content organized by sport, like baseball, basketball, football, and golf. Clicking on one of those causes individual titles to appear below. What you'll find are short segments of honestly random content. When we clicked football, we found some basic tackling videos and old one-on-one interviews. It honestly was not very compelling.
Scrolling down further, you'll find some sports channels like Outside and LAX Sports Network. There's a lot on wrestling, MMA, and boxing. There might be some stations you recognize like BN Sports Extra that may carry live soccer matches, but most of this content is going to feature curated streams of old content punctuated by ads. Honestly, if you're looking for a free sports streaming service, DistroTV doesn't have much to offer.
Yeah, its international content is stronger. It has titles from the UK, Bollywood, Latin America, China, Southeast Asia, and news and sports from Africa. When you launch DistroTV, you'll notice right away that it has a pretty slimmed down interface. At the top, you'll see just 4 options: live, on demand, a search function, and a guide, which is in the top right as a list icon. There is no way to pause, rewind, or fast forward anything. Content will display in the background, in this case from Euronews Now. As you scroll down, you'll see rows of content organized by category. Clicking right reveals more titles in a given topic or category. You can see they have topics like new arrivals, news and opinion, Espanol, business, movies, Desi, Indian and South Asian, classic shows and movies, U.S. local TV, and more.
Speaking of that U.S. local TV content, it is limited and a bit random. There are a few live news stations from seemingly random cities like Albuquerque and Albany. As you scroll further, you'll see those same topics displayed in separate rows of content.
It's nice that they try to organize content here for you, but we think there's definitely room for improvement. For starters, backing out of anything takes you back to the home screen, forcing you to start your search all over again. You can view on-demand titles only though, so let's look at that. Selecting that option up top brings you to a home screen with rows of on-demand content organized by categories similar to the live content. It's worth noting that most of the live content isn't really live. This is similar to other ad-supported free services like Pluto and Tubi. There are live feeds of some 24-hour European news stations, but much of the content is curated and put into a quasi-live format punctuated by ads. On-demand content is also interrupted by ads. Most of the content on DistroTV is curated and presented with ad breaks. And also, there's very little content for kids, and there are no parental controls.
Yeah, one other thing to note about the content before we move on to the search function and show you the guide is that you will see some content from recognizable networks like Dove TV, People TV, and the ACC Digital Network. But you'll see a lot of channels you probably won't recognize because DistroTV has an international focus and is independent. This is different from Tubi, which is owned by Fox, Pluto, which is owned by Paramount, Xumo, which is owned by Comcast, and Freevee, which is owned by Amazon.
Yeah, those free streaming apps tend to promote their owned content over channels they don't own. This platform is independent, so the content is presented in a more agnostic manner. Now, let's talk about the ads. How bad are they? In our experience, the ads varied based on what channel you were watching. There were no timers to let you know how long they'd be, which was annoying.
Generally, we notice 2 to 3 minute ad breaks every 12 to 20 minutes during movies and TV shows, but sometimes they were longer and more frequent. Often the ads were just screens with music and a message that content would be back soon. Sometimes, such as in the Fireplace app, a screen with gentle rainwater sponsored by a particular advertiser would appear over 2-minute ad breaks. Overall, the ads were fairly bad.
Now, let's move on to the search function. First of all, it's nice that there is one, but it's annoying that it doesn't remember your searches. When you back out of an option that you found by search, instead of being returned to your search results, you're put back to the home page, and you have to start a new search to get back to what you were looking at. This makes it harder to find things to watch, but there is an option to favorite channels. When you do that, you'll see a row on the home screen called Favorite Channels. You can also favorite shows to get the channel they air on to show up in your favorites row. Within any show, you can click a little I to get more information about what's coming up on a given channel.
Let's take a look at the last element of the viewing interface, the guide. It's a pretty basic guide. You can't reorganize any channels, which is unfortunate, and you can only go forward about an hour at a time. Clicking on any title launches in full screen.
And unfortunately, it does not integrate with Amazon Fire TV's live guide feature. As you can see, there are options to integrate live TV streaming channels into your live guide through a Fire device, which is convenient. You can organize channels within your guide and get to channels in multiple services without having to log in and out of them. We can add Pluto, Plex, Tubi, Xumo, Freevee, and Red Bull, but not DistroTV. Maybe this is an integration that will be added down the line.
Before we wrap up, let's talk about the video and audio quality. While the video quality was generally fine, most titles launched with pixelation but became clear on both a laptop and TV screen within a few seconds.
The audio quality was not very good. Some stations and titles played very quiet and were hard to hear, so there was not good consistency there. This is an area we'd like to see some improvement in.
So who is this free streaming service right for? If you are a fan of international content and some news stations that are harder to find elsewhere, this platform might be worth a look. Also, if you enjoy documentaries, older movies, or want a decent selection of Spanish language channels, this is a decent app for you.
It's free, and the ad breaks, though, they're pretty bad. Its global focus and inclusion of titles from Bollywood and Southeast Asian content do give it somewhat of a difference from other apps out there. However, for most American viewers, we think you're going to find that it doesn't have much worth watching. Honestly, unless you're interested in international news and content, you're not going to find a lot here that you want to watch. We think Pluto and Tubi both have better content, and we would recommend those over DistroTV. And its features lack some necessary upgrades. They need to improve their search function, show the time of ad breaks, and improve their audio quality to bring it up to par with other more popular and well-known fast services.
Still, the fact that it's around shows how free ad-supported streaming services are really on the rise right now. More and more people are turning to them to save on their TV and entertainment expenses. We definitely recommend using free services we've covered to keep your costs down. You might find you can take your streaming costs close to or all the way down to zero. or you can pair them with a few of your favorite paid services and keep your TV costs at a minimum.
Yeah, speaking of free services, what are some of your favorites? Have you tried DistroTV? If so, what do you think of it? And which free streaming service do you think has the worst ad breaks? Let us know in the comments below.
And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can get all our latest news and reviews when they drop. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.